Very much. Here we go. GenG, the potential to close out
last chance for T1.
T1 needing a reverse.
Obviously, probably pretty happy with Shanghai though. Anyway,
final, but we see here a minor adjustment. Overall, not too many changes. Comps on the first two maps from T1 looking sus. Tried to cook like Paper Rex. They're probably sat back at home thinking they not like us. Now we get ready to go into this bind. Just the adjustment on the KO. See
unnecessary, but
holds water
pretty
for
funny.
T1 if they can get that much needed map win.
Yeah, and for T1, I think these
they
new
keep
comps just
buying sheriffs
work
for
shots
pistols,
well
and they
enough
keep
in
winning
the time they've
pistols.
had off. If you look simply at the assist numbers,
We're at 4 and 0
GenG,
for
you've got
pistols.
3 players with 20 plus.
T1 would love
the
a
most
pistol.
anybody has on T1 is 12.
Give them
right
a pistol
now.
in
So
that other map, they win
between
that
the
map.
first two maps. So for T1, it's just like they're not finding as much value. Karon here just going to try to slow things up with his molly. Yes, gets checked by the 0 point, but just waiting this out. It's T1,
Two
and they're gonna try
people
to
on
just
top of a
zap
truck,
all the way through Hookah.
dueling.
Smoke's coming down. There's a swing in. Karon going to be taken out. First and foremost is Rossi's able to find that headshot.
Not bad though.
Oh, easy.
Meantime,
Here we
Easy on
go.
the lurk. Cleaning up texture, but Munchkin will be able to go
Okay,
ahead and get the punish here over the
3v5
Viper.
into the 3v4 for pistol. It's a nice trade though.
Picks up that Sheriff.
Like all those shots they heard over on B, so they're pivoting in towards A. Munchkin gonna pop that toxic screen. Good reveal.
There's the reveal and the cleanup. Arbate dead. Plant still coming through, trying to clean that out.
Ooh,
But
Plant still goes out
damage on the
though.
wingman a little bit too late.
Rossi
So
has nade.
Plant now in T1.
Jimin, thank you.
In an advantageous position as Meteor comes lurking around the back.
Why is everything capitalized on that?
X-Curate lingering back over, trying to wrap through showers. Means that this strike here up short could catch them off guard. A little bit of damage found, but kill.
I mean, they
coming
get
through there onto
info.
Rossi. He gets tagged up.
X-Curate can
GenG,
definitely
all their
own
attention
this.
paid away from this angle. Munchkin gonna fall. Shots just to the side. Unable to find that kill so far. Fragment buys some time here. They're able to find another elimination, but Rossi gets Meteor, and now it is all on Lockya. Sheriff in hand.
Okay,
Tries to
fast
get that
pistol
flick over
for
to the
them.
right, cannot make it happen.
1-4
T1 will find their first
pistols.
pistol round win of the series. Kick off bind 1-0.
Yeah, that's a huge moral victory for T1 for sure. Already, Rossi so good on KO since he switched to it this year.
Careful.
Gonna invest in a Vandal early, as well as X-Curate. Bulldog, Guardian, and a Marshal is what it's looking like. One of the things that I noticed on Breeze, I know we're not going to be playing that map here, but with X-Curate's Harbor,
That was
he's
nice,
really
though.
good at using the Cascades and the High Tides early in the round to isolate a player
Yeah,
of
the
GenG and
the
use
combo
the
of
rest his
Harbor
team
and
to take
Gecko.
them down with
I can
just
see why
dry
quite a few
push or
teams like heavy
something else
leaned into
behind
it at the beginning.
Really, really impressed with the way that he was piloting that
Yeah,
agent
it's
on
a solid
Breeze.
body block.
Looking like it could be similar here
Actually
on
just
Bind. A
kicked
good
it
start.
into
It's
the
only one
corner.
round, but already we're going to do some damage. Trying to combo that player in the corner.
Yeah, and that's a great start as well.
Absolutely screwed in that position. Up he goes, and the corpse hits the floor.
They're really going to
Ball now
force into this? There's
Rising,
5 people
Lockheed
here.
spotted there. Across the left side of this back sight. White coming through, full flash connecting. Pushing across that bite though, Karon does eventually fall down.
Okay, and they do cancel,
be
but they have a camera pretty
an
early
advantage
to
held
get
here for the side
info,
of GenG.
and this is at least a gun
Be a gun
on
upgrade for Lockya,
showers. And Munchkin
cool
gets a
in
gun
showers.
as well, and this person's one
Plan.
shot.
Looks like it should be able to come through. Some of the Cypher utility cleared. Everybody now making their way in. Giving the
This
code
kind of helps them flood out,
the opportunity here for the wingman to get the plant down.
and they'll take
See
it.
what GenG can muster. They've got the numbers advantage.
Right there.
Don't quite have the gun advantage.
And
though.
they
That's
have
the cover,
vision
got
block of
themselves
the
into side
wall.
as well. Marshall Bulldog recovered. Lockheed just trying to stay tucked. Mosh at the ready. Gonna be locked
Lockheed
in.
gets
Something
half.
to happen. I think the Mosh
Lockheed?
It's gonna be no. They pull off it just in time
Had to get
avoid the damage.
off
Fragment
the
also comes flying through.
Gecko molly.
Arbay getting ready to spam across the angle. He's just barely off. They're just gonna hold this
Well,
one for the win. It's another thrifty.
They might have won. They might have won
From the
pistol,
side of GenG this
but they
time
lost
around.
this
Two
round.
players will
It's
be
3
left to
people
survive
played
from
over
T1.
towards
GenG
Hooker, and they
sneak in. They steal that
played
one away.
against the
Yeah.
Viper, and
Like you said, they just use that cove.
oh
against
man, I
their
kind
opponents.
of hated everything.
You use
Hated
that
the
cove
cove
make
to
sure you
help
get
them
the
flood
plant
out.
safely. Any fast
I
positions,
hate it so
knowing
much
that you've
about
given up
this.
the Marshal and a Bulldog.
Also,
wanna
when they
take
saw
any
so much
damage and hook
util
up from
here,
that
like they
angle.
didn't cancel and they just
But
decided
still.
to go through.
Yeah.
There's a side angle of the stage there.
Thank you for the thank you for the
This is my favorite
replay.
replay. They're just like, no, we don't want to show this. We
Yeah,
can't
we're-
air what just happened.
Sparing T1 some blushes there.
Classic Prius moment, that is.
Yep. Just let him have.
Whoa, my
What?
god, the
Okay,
transition
sure,
was
I about to say, Media
insane
just
here,
shuts down
dudes.
two so swiftly.
The little
Waiting for
one.
Texture, though. Being able
Dude,
to
he
come
knew
away
he
with
hit the
kill in
fast
end.
bullet. That was sick. Lovely transfer, man.
Backs off, but my god, what a start. Texture eventually felled theirs. Carpe manages to swing out, take him down the jump forward. Heron just swings through the wall, finds Excurate. Now it is all on Carpe.
Is he just running through it?
Heron clears out the wingman. Dizzy up over the top. Quick clear on that one. Carpe pushes forward, is able to take him down.
Oh, we saw him heaven. He knows where they are.
Will get the stun. No one in position to capitalize, though. It's Carpe pulling back. Going to work his way into the teleporter, but it's just a moment too late. Munchkin will be able to find him, and GenG will now move up 2-1.
It's a nice eco.
He's been really sharp today. You can say there's one kind of bright spot here for T1. Ever since Icebox, Carpe's been looking really in tune. That's
That was nuts.
ridiculous. That little micro transfer there from the side of Meteor is absolutely ridiculous. He's been nuts today on those Sentinels. Charon going to be grabbing a judge. Something you got to be aware of as T1. He will, if they recognize the economic situation of GenG, certainly need to be considering it. This is something that GenG, even though
Yeah,
they
what
lost to
happened there?
DRX on Bind, we're doing really well. Is
What
keeping
happened
under
there?
control, especially with
Yeah,
Meteor's
they had two
utility
people
with this
close,
Cypher.
and then nothing happened,
These
and then they
different
just
setups you have to be
rotated.
aware of. They're gonna be
They
able
got
to use
some-
that
they got
smoke
some
to
kind of
steer
read.
himself.
Dizzy out, damage across. Rossi tagged down to 25. There's an easy cleanup
Oh.
into the neural theft from Meteor.
No, the curve actually helped him
Scanning
get out
one
as
after
well.
the other as Lakia trying to transfer. Can't make that happen. Meteor does get taken down easy on their approach from Garden, able to find that kill. Now the Sentinel gone. Thrash instantly dealt with. Barely
Does
any
Thrash
vision
have,
to begin.
you
That's
know
why
the
Lakia
fish
goes
once it
unscouted.
gets
Incoming
insta-ulted?
flash, not deep enough, rather
Is
too
it
deep.
similar to a Sage
shallow
Wall? I
enough.
swear
Still
when I
find a
see
punish.
this fish
Will be
get
able
like
to find it.
used and
Okay.
get shot
Fire.
early, it
Takes down
just
another.
insta
Now
melts.
arriving from behind the judge. In hand.
Whoa.
Carpe somehow gets that headshot. Heron just making a little bit too much noise, but do they suspect the double approach from behind? The answer is going to be no. Texture finding one. Nade into back sight. Central at the ready. Bounces forward. Cuts over to the side. Excurate here within the tube. Ready to swing out. He catches him with a boom bomb.
Is it 2v4 right at one point?
Will get themselves a tied up map now at 2-2, but barely so.
I mean, it's so
Do you think it was
impressive
the
that they're
Viper
able to
wall
get
as well?
through
Oh,
that
okay.
setup that
Yeah, you
Meteor
might be
had.
right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
You know, gets the cam spot into a neural theft and then jumps down, but maybe gets a little too aggressive towards the octagon, pays the price.
They
Lakia
got
trying to do what
melted
he can,
fast.
but reveals his position and gets stuck in the corner. Makes it easier for Excurate to get that kill on that swing. Carpe coming up with some big kills in that round again. This time around, Trapwire's going to be set up in front of short. For now, T1 is going to hold back. Just wait, see if there's any aggression. You do have a Guardian and a Bulldog to consider. Showstopper as well. Excurate has the Reckoning, though. So when they do decide to go for that hit, have a little bit of extra ability to clear open that site.
Dude,
Four-man
GenG
stack.
are
Lead
playing
for
weird on
GenG.
their defense.
But for
And I
now,
don't know if it's,
nobody
I
from either side.
mean, they're just gambling. This one makes more
for this
sense because
match
it's
so far today,
an eco.
they're really wanting to push out until now.
They've been gambling a lot.
There's a creep up. Carpe spotting one. Sends it Dizzy. Let's go ahead, jumping back.
They kind of take that though, right?
Not overstaying their welcome.
There's my buddy.
Just get the pick up and start drifting their way across here towards A, but mirrored there by Lakia, who now looks to try to reinforce this site.
And they made a bit of a call once the
Never seen
Dizzy
this
went over
already, but
towards
yeah,
here that they
they're
were going to
reading this well.
fast
It's a
rotate
matter of if we can
towards
try to
A and
deal
stack
with the
A.
firepower.
They got double kill trip. They got 4 people here, but they don't have the
Shots
guns.
out.
Got 30 seconds.
There's the push getting ready to come through. Reckoning sent. Lakia trying to jump back. Does get stunned up. Meteor able to find one before getting taken down. Man
Yeah,
advantage.
but
very
they know
much
there's
here
someone
the hands
in.
of T1. Flash at the ready. Pop flash sent. Lakia pushing forward is able to find Rossi, but it now leaves Charon on his lonesome. Just now arriving with a classic
Shot.
in hand. Side player will go ahead and get the one.
Solid
tap.
round from them as well. 3 people
That shot
alive, so they
comes
get a
in.
bit of
T1
money. They keep getting
establishing
plumbed down.
the lead.
And
Good
what
reading of the
madness
map
we
by
got from
GenG
GenG
again.
this
I mean,
round.
I think overall they do a pretty good job of mirroring what their opponents are trying to do. Good setups, but again, good early shooting out just in time to see Texture before that Harbor util arrived. Snappy from Saya. But overall, I mean,
CC with the
I like
prime
what
as well.
GenG's
Thank
doing,
you
but
so
T1
much.
is just really clean.
Thank you for
with
the prime,
where
bro.
they need to be
Appreciate it.
looking
Coming to
and
the Star
shooting
Club.
on these entries. Deep 0 point there. Not really going to find much for Rossi. Meteor this time
Knife
around
hits
gonna
no
set up
one,
his cam outside showers.
and flash hits no
Be
one.
right around
They're
that
definitely
door.
going to hold this 3-person stack over towards A.
Be Munchkin is going to try to play off this
This
trap
trip has
wire.
been
Lakia there
annihilating
potentially
people.
to back it up.
And we have a
This
bit
is
of an
something
anti-KO set up at the moment. So
has.
KO over towards here. We've got trips
That's
on A.
danger close here.
Wait, trip on B.
Side. Oh, Showstopper v. Showstopper. Zed both wait until they hit the ground, but it's going to be Texture who comes away with the
That
kill.
was so funny to
Zaya
watch.
way too shallow with it.
Yeah, Saya just
That goes
shot
out. Lakia
way
actually
too
getting fouled.
close.
Wallbang attempts coming through. Rossi
Good
gets
luck
that
to
kill.
Munchkin.
Full command now coming through is Munchkin. Here, alongside the wall. Just put the KO down. Still has to stay tucked back. Tap, but now Meteor arriving. Swings through, finds one. Carpe continuing to find impact. It's a kill there on a Munchkin, but he's completely and utterly surrounded. Izu arriving. Carpe delivers another one. Izu getting one for himself.
Oh,
Carpe
dude,
will
Carpe
be the
is
finisher.
Carpe's doing
A
great,
3K
man.
from him, bailing them out once more, giving them an even
He could have
stronger
planted on
lead,
top
now
of this, but
4-2.
Carpe's just on one today.
yeah, he really is.
Really reacting quickly to stuff and accurately as well. Great find from Rossi. Munchkin doing a great job there, finding that first kill and then using that high tide to sneak back away safely to buy a little bit of time for Meteor to sneak in and find a kill. But once Carpe got
Toto
outside,
3-3 okay as
it
well.
was just an absolute nuisance. GenG had the numbers
Thank you so much
advantage
for
and
the
they
prime,
couldn't
bro. I don't know
convert.
how else to say your name. I'm
That's
trying
gonna
to work
force
out
a
what the 3
timeout
would
here.
be.
I'm
But
really
thank you very
curious
much,
to see
man.
what they're
Appreciate
gonna
the
want to
prime.
do. I
Thank
think
you, Toto.
overall they're making somewhat decent reads. Now in that round, they don't really anticipate the B hit.
Karma
fast
was the
enough. But still,
yeah,
Munchkin did a
Carpe
good
was the
job
former
buying time. I
IGL.
mean,
Excurrent's now
could in
IGLing.
what looked like maybe it would be a unfavorable situation to start. However,
Yeah, maybe he's more free to just focus on the
Munchkin plays it
crosshair.
well, but Carpe plays it even better. He's just so fired up. See HSK,
Sometimes Carpe goes crazy,
they're all
yeah.
pointing at the map, getting involved with it. Let's see what they want to do.
Bit more
He's got
proactivity
some-
here from
he's
GenG.
got
I
some
mean, one of the-
really
I think
nice
one of the most
clips.
curious things
He
we
really
saw
does.
in Icebox was just how unwilling they were to really intervene
one
and call
R-
that timeout. Didn't
one
see it until
R
after
MDR
round
with the
17
prime as
when
well.
T1
Thank you
had
so
already
much, man.
considerably ran back the map.
Thank you very much
Might
as well,
be
dude.
trying
A lot
to
of
ice
primers
Carpe,
today.
if
Thank you
anything.
so much for the
You know,
support.
he's just,
Shut that man down.
yeah. Well, Sheriff, so, you know, it's basically even for GenG. Okay, wait, there is a Bucky there for Lakia.
Nah, I don't really play or watch. Well, I don't have time to play
More
this game,
aggressive
so I don't
position
really,
here from Meteor.
I don't really play any other
Just
games.
have his camera there as well.
It's a
I
lot of
will
HL,
have
but
time to
Boombot
play
and
this
the
game
HLs
eventually,
both
off season,
expended there from
hopefully.
Zaya.
Honestly, maybe before
Camp still set
Shanghai.
up.
Oh, look at it, too. It's on the ground. That's so annoying.
Oh, well,
Shot.
doesn't matter anymore. Tries to go in for the challenge, was feeling it, but the side player quick to shut that down. No value, no damage found whatsoever there from Meteor. With that Cypher eliminated, that does make this A site a lot more appetizing for T1.
And you have the Thrash as well here to clear some space if necessary. Don't know if they'll invest the pit, but
You're still suspecting that he's going to be in
T1 are
position
very
as this
chill right
hit
now as
is
well.
ready to
I've
come
been
through
enjoying
over
the
on main.
calling. It's a lot of
Yeah,
kill
pulling off
into
the
wait
angle.
for them
Still
to
paying
react
some attention over there.
into
Karen's
the
able to
side
find one.
hits.
Rossi going to be taken down. Thrash
Oh,
sent out. There's the orbital strike now. Invested.
Why?
Texture recovers a weapon. And just not quite ready for it. Just off the angle. Karen, however.
well,
taps.
he really
Karen
wants to
finds
win this
himself a
round.
third
oh, this
elimination.
Bucky.
The Bucky here in the smoke. The push forward. He spotted him for a brief little moment. Second pump. Lakia.
Okay, well,
Able to
use
find
your
the
ult
kill.
into this one.
Karan
Let's see it.
trying to clutch this one out. Time not there. Execute TPing across the map.
Oh, it's close.
Just about get this one through. Drops down. Does he
Nope.
have
Nope.
it? No. Just a bit too late. They know it. Cash will come in, but it's yet another thrifty in ways that we might not expect for GenG to win the round.
But I like what they do.
I mean, yeah, and he gets
terms of
rewarded for putting his ult into
maintaining
it. What a, I
tower
mean, there was a bit of a solo round from
Texture
Karen, really. Hit some
immediately
nice shots.
backfills when Meteor goes down, and they're just covering each other really well. It helps that, you know, they're nasty with Sheriffs, especially Karan here. Jeez Louise, that second one. But then Lakia able to get into that smoke. with that Bucky, kind of stalls that round out just enough. Really smart stuff there from GenG, covering each other really well in their positioning in that round. Absolutely beautiful.
It's the op out.
Down play.
Knife's gonna hit
Point
2.
over the top, poison orb here from Munchkin.
They
Gonna go
split
for a
the side in half
spray.
as well, and they know there's 2 showers. Oh,
Oh,
he is here fast.
He's looking to intercept, and I don't know. Have they read this?
I mean,
Right now, they're
nah.
still moving.
Not a
Nice.
chance
In
they
hand.
expect
Yeah, he
him
will be able
there.
to clean up that kill. Easy in the meantime, gets rid of
That's pretty
Munchkin.
cool.
They flushed him out of this site for the most part, and now they're fully unprepared for this arrival up into heaven. Karen goes for the challenge, somehow wins it. It swings out blind to go ahead and take him down. Lakia now swooping through.
Yeah,
Finds a
and
kill in the
Rossi
Izu.
gets hit
It's all on
by
Rossi
the
with 42
Molly
HP.
and the
Trailblazer
Seekers.
coming through, tucks back around the corner, trying to stay out of sight, out of mind. And I don't think that they have noted him. Now he's got a major opportunity here for a huge backstab. They're basically in line with one another.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Smoke
it's
there.
so
Pushed up into it
close
from
as well.
Lakia.
Yeah, they're on
Privy to
top of it.
this. Turns back, has the protection there.
Dude, Lakia got an important duel
Cleans him
there.
up, grabs the operator, and we're tied at 4-4.
This is a really awesome round from
It is a
T1 in
pretty cool
terms of
strat.
the preparation for it, and the thought
The
behind
double
it.
satchel and descended
It's
into
so deep,
spawn.
catching so much of GenG off guard. It's just Karon is just an absolute rock outside of showers right now. Texture does find a little bit of value just before he gets taken down. They're just reading that really nicely. Lakia just says, okay, wait. Might be coming from the other direction potentially. To
Okay,
have
T1 forced down
Viper's
to an
pits
eco.
on both
Sire one
sides.
away from his
T1 now
ult.
forced down to a weaker
Flash goes
buy.
long
The way that
towards
things have gone in
B.
the last couple of rounds.
Doesn't hit, and they rotate
GenG
with the early info double trip.
Waiting out this boom bot.
It's a hard
Stack
round. Munchkin
outside
may be
of
playing a bit
showers,
too
three
aggro.
in front of A.
Sheriff and Carpe's hands is what I'm looking at. Munchkin, he's spotting quite a bit of action here over at short. Molly,
they dumped
Angels,
everything.
Everything just sent to try to make this short push completely undoable,
Oh my.
untenable. But oh man, Rossi eating so much damage. Down to 11 HP as Munchkin continues to spray and pray, hoping for some kind of elimination.
What is
but
this?
It's only damage found so far.
Do they
They're
never
on
mid
Trailblazer.
rounds?
Showstopper
Like,
at
do
the
they
ready,
never,
set.
like,
Texture
cancel?
This time will get caught, but Karon in the meantime, he's killed 3. Carpe will be able to put him down at long last, but interrupt there on the plant. The wingman unable to get it done. Tries to line up the headshot. And this time,
Maybe it's
Carpe
just a
not
read
gonna
that
be good
GenG
for
have
that
on
big
ecos. I
Sheriff
don't know if it's a
clutch.
read like
A little bit of
overall.
damage, but once more, that
But
operator is going to be carried forward.
I'm
and
seeing so much
now
util
get the lead for
dump
themselves.
This
from
looked a bit more
GenG.
like what GenG
4
was
people
doing on
here,
Lotus.
and I would
They're just
expect like most
delaying,
teams in
delaying,
2 of these
delaying.
rounds to maybe call a cancel.
And then T1 just
Then
keeps trying to
they're
force
so
the
confident
issue.
they're not going to
Karon's so
cancel.
good right
I wonder
now.
if it's a bit like a K-Corp at the
Bailing
moment
GenG
where
out in a
it's
couple
a
of
lot
those
of
previous
set
rounds
rounds and they
on the
don't
point of
cancel
attack.
much.
Clean with it. Gets another 3K.
It's
up to
when
8
I watch
kills
T1
now.
at the moment, it's reminding me a
Slow
little bit of
start,
K-Corp.
one away from another orbital strike though. Already seen one in this half.
But it's also been on 2
chance.
eco rounds,
Yeah.
so it might just be
Chance
on
here for a very
ecos.
solid
Maybe
half
they
of
just
T1.
always send it.
Oh yeah.
GenG, starting on this defender side, so a couple more rounds, they'll be in a good spot.
Well,
That
knife
0
hits
point getting
2,
the ping,
and
we
it
know
hit
there's gonna
it
be an
hit the
operator.
raise.
Saya wisely
So
backs away for now. Wingman just held up there by that trip wire. This Meteor now looks to reposition. Just going to stack in right on top of all of his utility.
And he's got Lakia there to back him up. That crossfire going to be really challenging. This is something DRX struggled with a
they
little
double
bit
flash.
in the spine. There's that cascade. Meteor
Fragment.
remembers it.
Right. Big botch on the fragment. That was meant to go in deep. Must have just clipped the corner of the wall. Now they look to go aggressive.
This round
Munchkin
fell
able to
apart
find easy.
fast, man. Rossi
Carpe
missed his
trying to just look
nade,
for some kind of
and
healing
then
intel.
it all went
Easier at
wrong.
Saya now scrambling.
Oh, that
The
was
hills, it
hard
looks
to
like maybe
watch,
a bit of
bro.
a miscommunication is, okay, at least
Glad we
Saya
went
just
on his
checking out
POV.
behind, trying to see if anyone's going to come sprinting through cave.
I just love this from Meteor. Remember the last time that cascade came through, and this time he's playing in a position to get ahead of it. So smart. Now, I think just a save going to be in order for T1.
You just don't have the money to try to play
Yeah,
through
rough
this round
round.
2v5.
Really rough round.
So very unlikely. And we'll just stay tucked back. See if anybody over-aggresses, pushes into them.
Everyone used to mid-round or
GenG certainly
cancel
could
more when
try
Carpe
to go on
played.
the
I'm
hunt
not
here,
sure.
but it will show some mercy. Allow them to retain their weaponry. But GenG now going to move up 6-4. So 6 and 6. The
I don't
best
think it was,
T1
like,
can hope for. It would still be a very solid
noticeable,
attacking
but-
side. But the need to get those gears churning.
Oh, the thing that concerns me right now is that GenG has been able to hang on to their Viper's Pit, and now they've also got an orbital strike to back it up. And that could be really difficult. That neural theft, huge. Munchkin right in the teleporter, waiting with open arms.
Felt like GenG had a good read
not
though.
sure what
Dude, it
happened
feels
with
like
Parfait
GenG
there.
have good
Now it's
reads
gonna be
on this
T1's
map.
turn.
On this
Take
map
a timeout.
especially.
Try to steady the ship for these last 2 rounds.
They're over-rotating, they're not
Gonna have a few
rotating
rifles
back.
to work with.
On this round
gonna be a
here,
full
they had
buy, I
a
don't
crunch
think.
ready and 2 people inside a
Everybody.
hookah.
On T1 trying to stave off a 3-0 defeat here. Yes, they're going to Shanghai, but man, oh man, would you like to get to that finals? Man, oh man, would you like to win? Because then you get a bye going into Shanghai.
You get a bye, you get to pick your opponent,
Yeah.
you get championship points for winning the stage. There is plenty at stake. So, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be there's plenty of people out there who I'm sure in the chat or online are saying like, oh, well, you know, it doesn't matter too much. They're already going to Shanghai. There's
Right.
still tons to play for, tons more advantages that you can give yourselves down
Who's
the line.
winning each
whether it's
region?
for Masters or for that chance
I mean, I'll still go
qualification.
over my
There's
pick'ems.
every reason to
So,
still play for
What
that
are my
win.
pick'ems?
Yes.
Lev,
Can you take maybe a
EDG.
little bit more lenient? Can you take some, you know,
Some
attempts?
risks?
I tell you what though,
Take some risks.
I mean,
and some
I'm
Cajun
different,
comps?
yeah, some,
pretty
some, cook up
confident
some
Heretics.
compositions
I'm
that are
pretty
different.
confident Heretics are winning,
Yeah.
but I'll say foot.
Just don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
We saw that overdone a little bit. That Lotus T1, I think, you know, they
And
were
then
cooking
Paper
with an
X,
easy bake.
obviously. The RX, yeah, we don't talk about the DRX.
Get the big boy oven
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. You can only make 1 cupcake at a time with those easy bakes.
They're poisonous.
You need a full stove.
Okay,
this
so
one
a
for
lot more
sure.
util dumped over towards
And like I
hookah
said,
for this
weaker by
one.
your
Knife goes in, hit
T1,
1, so they don't want to take
spam to
showers
try to dissuade
control.
them. The trap wire crisscrossed outside of that hookah window. And already down is Rossi. Meteor's going to find him. Things not really able to go T1's way. They're trying to find space all across the map, and you do have a little bit of a push out from Izu, but it's certainly not comfortable. And Showers control somewhat seated, but it's accounted for here by GenG.
Munchkin's just watching for it, but that paint shell draws his attention.
Hold on.
Oh,
Ah,
Meteor
it's
saw him
unlucky.
spotted, but now they're all going to be spotted. And Izu says, okay, I'll just go ahead and collect this judge. Make this a little bit more unassailable, but if the rest of the team can't get themselves out onto the site, it might not matter. Plant interrupted, Reckoning invested. Orbital strike now coming through. Izu trying to push up, trying to get a timing, but Meteor able to draw down, finds that kill. Excrit pushing his way through Lamps, does find 1, but still so much more that he has to try to work through.
So
30
challenging.
seconds left.
Spots 1. Could take the teleport.
In
but
the
now
third
Daniel's
Heretics
gonna
match will be
watching.
really
Swing
close.
out from Charon, he'll just go ahead and win the fight.
We'll see if
GenG,
Foot
they
can
get themselves
be
up to 7.
Fnatic fast, I guess.
And this here is where T1 absolutely need the round win.
Which
to
again should be
salvage this
okay,
half.
but
7-5, not a bad scoreline for the attack. Lower than that, though, it starts becoming a bit more worrisome.
Things look a little bit disjointed right now for T1 and some of their decision making. You invest the Reckoning here, but Izu has an opportunity to plant that Viper's Pit, maybe make things a little bit easier for you if you're going to go for those ults in that round.
Foot's
maybe that
Lowest
would
is
be it,
strong.
but
Dude,
instead
I
they're
kind of
gonna
hope
opt to save
Fnatic
it.
lose to Foot's Lowest again. I
Munchkin's
wanna,
still with his
I
as
want
well.
Mini to lose that
Showstopper
comp
again,
twice.
Protector with that operator in hand as well. An early push out. Flash is going to
I need ammo to flame this guy.
on this hookah pressure, but now going to use some utility to clear. This time, space is given up by GenG. Oh, ult popped here for Rossi.
GenG wants them to come through here onto this side. Full flash
Poor
out.
Lakia.
Eventually gets
Yeah,
flushed
this was
out.
a nice
They're
round
trying to
though from
hold people
T1.
in place over in this
Ult
side.
pop,
Side.
vision block,
Members from
Viper with
GenG
the
are
after
unable to
plant.
hold their ground.
Double utilities flash out.
Picture now,
This is great.
Showstopper at the ready. Sends it, but within the
He actually
two,
gets
they
a
are
little
safe
bit
now.
unlucky there.
Flash now coming through. That's going to be sent his way.
Oh.
Oh, no. Jump up over the top. Now dizzied. I mean, Texture's just absolutely screwed. Take it down as Charon goes inching forward. Flushed out aside.
Dang, I mean, that was a convincing round. 7 though. 7 was a lot for GenG considering they lost pistol. It's just the fact that they ecoed next round.
On their attack side to close out the first half.
Yeah, the fact that GenG gives up that space to T1 there means that when the null command is popped, they can't use any of their utility to slow that attack down. They have to rely solely on their firepower, but it's great util from T1 to keep Lakia planted behind that box. Flashes are great. And that basically is them swarming into the site, doing a good job understanding that the Showstopper was going to be there, putting themselves in positions where it's going to be hard for Texture to find value without at least giving up a trade. And there it is. Yes, dance for us.
Show your despair by acting like the Texture emote.
Yes.
GenG fan here showing the eternal battle between them and T1.
Oh my God.
That is quite a bit.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
all.
it's a lot of the
GenG
same
victory,
thing.
GenG victory.
Yeah, it's just a lot of the same thing written over it again and again. Point 1, GenG victory. Point 2, GenG victory. Quite the thesis they have there. Not sure that would pass muster with my college professors, but sure.
You seem to have just copy and pasted the same words over and over again. He did set a word limit, so
Yeah.
how else was I going to reach that?
They're still going for the
GenG's
Sheriff Mania,
That's all that matters.
and it has been working. It's 4-1 of the Pistols,
GenG gonna be
1-0
on the
this map.
attack. I mean, honestly, not a bad attacker's side. Considering it's bind for T1, generally this is somewhat slightly defender-sided, so got to be feeling that this is definitely their opportunity to turn this series around. Another pistol win would be huge for them.
Yeah, I feel like
find
at
that
the
first one, even
moment,
though they got thrifted right
the
after.
double initiator comp makes it pretty
Maybe they'll win
back-sided.
the pistol, win that anti-eco.
but they are single
Setup's
initiators.
so annoying on A.
Yeah.
2 in U-Haul. And then Carpe
I
in
feel like
corner.
this comp here
Right now,
on
it's just an
attack has to
exploration
be getting
mission for GenG.
7.
They're trying to get info.
Unless you're
They don't have
crazy
much other
proactive on
than
defense
what
like
they
this.
don't have.
A lot of info.
I mean,
being
it's
gained
just
at
spike.
the moment here, though, for
Oh,
T1.
no.
Lockett, he's got that spike in hand. And this could be devastating. Seemingly no idea that anybody could be swung out like this. Rossi pulling back, almost putting himself on the angle. Now spotted. Messiah goes in for the chase, but
Lakia was
almost swiftly
super
replies. The
aware for
headshot
that.
comes through.
Yeah, saw the first guy, but
himself
then
with the spike
expected the other
safe.
guy close.
I love the
Cross now.
idea.
Rossi dropping out a window. There's the cleanup.
Yeah,
Now the rest of the site completely open. Munchkin watching
And
the
it
teleport.
just took so
and
much
puts down
space with the
Execute
info.
ease. Kill quickly found in the meantime. Meteor still here on the site, and it is a rude awakening for Izu. Getting out
30
Lurk, just
seconds
wanting to
left.
recover that poison orb while he still can. And now Carpe is all on his lonesome in a 1v5.
I mean, Carpe's been doing some good rounds, but this one's too much.
I mean,
I think the foot
this is
proves
so
that it's very
difficult,
easy to
especially knowing
take
that
any
Meteor's gonna
site
be behind
because
you
you can't hold
pretty
free
quickly,
sites
no matter
very
what
confidently
happens
on
here.
loads.
Texture,
As long as you
does get
somehow
taken
prevent
down.
retaking
first
on
one.
attack.
Okay.
I
He
think
knows.
you have a good point.
Get it though.
You have a good point to an extent, yeah.
Very close to taking out
It's
Meteor,
de-
but there's
it's
still so many more
definitely-
layers to try to peel back to get that pistol round.
If they get
turned
over
around.
towards the
They're moving
site,
6 to
and they
1
do
now.
overwhelm sites a
GenG
lot.
have just been dominating
They have the
pistols.
thing is they have good game plans every time they
love
play,
this
but
idea
I
on
do
this
feel like
push
if they
out of
played
Hookah
against a normal comp,
that they spot
do you
Lockett
think
as he's
do you
falling
think if they
back
play
inside,
against
just
the
tries to swing
Fnatic
right
comp,
away to
they
catch
should be
Lockett
getting
off guard. He just
3
doesn't.
rounds on
Lockett is
attack
just so
max.
ready for it.
But I
That's
do agree with
incredible
you.
awareness from Lockett.
They play well on their overwhelm
That
sites
looked
well.
like that was maybe going to be Saya. You know, some players might just turn and run there.
And once they hear
Lakia
util,
wise
if
to
they
it.
overwhelm like a C site, if
And
they
then
hear an
just
aggro A,
Marching their way
They're
forward on the
very-
site, cutting players down.
they're good at just
Meteor
being able to
catches
hold
the
the
lurking
site.
Izu. So well thought out by GenG.
And they want to set up this wall to try to, play with that ambiguity. Say,
Free
okay,
now?
have we
It
looked
feels like a
forward?
free
Have
now.
we not? What is the, what are we doing?
We got,
Damn,
I
just
mean,
goes
this
up.
is a little bit
Meteor
bold
says, well,
though.
I can look at everything, and I
They
know
got
that
got
you
2 guns. They didn't
push
buy
out.
too heavy.
Maybe somebody could have gotten, behind that teleporter box just a little bit faster than the cam setup, but very aware that no one is on that lurk.
Well, I'm sure it's something that GenG noticed in their VOD.
Any matchup I'm looking for is
How
Shanghai.
well T1 was using that harbor util to
I think
take
I
space
think 100 Thieves
and find
Fnatic could be pretty
favorable
fun.
positions and angles
But I
on
think at the
Breeze.
current form, there's a
yeah, great
chance that
awareness
100 Thieves
from Meteor.
absolutely
Again,
smash
finding
Fnatic.
open space once again. Our GenG working the map, and Meteor taking down X-Curate.
Strikes him down. And now the plant coming through. The rest of GenG going to be able to go ahead and start the rotation. Pump to the camera. Meteor now going to start inching his way forward and get ready to try to go for yet another backstab here through this defender's spawn. Saya very wary of it though, keeping his eyes trained on that angle. But Meteor, he is slow creeping. Turtle-esque at the moment.
Yeah,
in his
dude, if
approach.
GenG,
This is just
if
time
GenG
bought.
look back to
there's the
like
eventual
Madrid
swing out.
form,
He
which
does
in this
get that
game they've been
kill.
looking very, very good, insanely confident.
So much additional space taken. Lockett finding one, trying to set up, has to go for the reload
This,
now.
I mean, Pacific
swing out from heaven, not
have
coming through.
Pacific are heavy
Lockett just
favorites
backs
for that
away.
LAN.
3 challenges, finds the headshot.
One
The rest of
enemy
T1
remaining.
trying to stay tucked, trying to stay protected as Rossi down to 8 HP. Will be able to die to the spike. No, actually Lakia hunting for it, wants the kill, will not get it. The spike will claim them both. But GenG.
Fnatic v FPX, bro. Fnatic FPX would be a banger game. It would. It doesn't sound like it, but it would be. FPX can upset so many teams with their comps right now. They play so weird.
To the side of T1 without taking some for yourself. I really like this buy and this thought into this round. Find the opens. Lagia didn't. He wanted to get that kill.
Someone get the soap.
Yeah.
I'll wash this boy's mouth out.
Don't tell the censors. But it's such a smart idea here on this anti-eco from GenG because
okay, big round for T1, but
you've gotten a bunch of
I mean,
extra orbs
they
for yourself.
did the weirdest buy ever,
well
and they get 5 rifles out because of it. It was like a
so ready for this.
And this is what we say about this a little bit on this comp, right? This comp has to be proactive on defense. But if GenG are on top of that, then it's gonna go great for them. You're probably gonna see this a lot, right? Them just hold a early default.
Unless like whoever's on the site that they hit just goes absolutely nuts. Which at this point, they may be feeling that pressure. They may feel like they have to go for the hero plays. And they're setting themselves up to try to counter this A hit. I mean, they've got everybody there. Just can they execute?
No Blizzard through. Cove. Nope. Wall now sent. Texture. Jumping his way in through lamps. Izu taking quite a bit of damage. Doesn't offer that much in response either. Sends out a snake bite.
I mean, there's 3 people here and the flash is good.
Shower is able to find one, but can't get a follow-up. It's going to be Lakia mowing them down. Clearly. Still
yeah, and they know he's here because of the Dizzy.
Carpe now is able to find one. There's still so much work.
Look at Texture. You might expect this. Okay, he did expect this.
He's able to take him out. Only 2 members lost. Cash up plenty on the side of GenG to get themselves up to double digits. Just 3 rounds now separating them from a 3-0 victory.
Where do you have to be proactive? Just the overwhelm of the site hits is pretty strong. So they got a comp that like needs to double flash like exec on people.
Absolutely backbreaking.
Like if this comp just decides to normal hits, this comp's good at like a couple of things, right? It can do this, right? Say the smokes go here, it can exec heavy on them.
Try to recover a bit.
And if the wall goes up, you can exec heavy on them. But other than that, like holding the actual sites, not great at.
That was another thing that caused them a lot of grief the last time they played T1 with some of the trap plays that they were setting up, especially on Ascent. Here on Bind.
So a lot of the time, they'll be needing to go aggro.
Making sure that the space is truly open. Now a high tide after that Trailblazer there to try to obscure some of the positioning here of T1. Allow Xcurate to sneak in just a little bit closer with that Guardian. Here come the Seekers though to counter it, and a flash as well. What a shot with the
shot.
Zaya does put down Lakia, finds one, but now Xcurate lost. Rossi noted by the Seeker. You hear the Stinger. Shell sent out to try and delay. Bit of damage going to be found there as Kauron does get knocked down. 53. You're watching the angle here for now as that smoke is ready to dissipate. Cam getting the spot on the 1. Realistically, how do they start this push? Wingman to try to lead the charge. Cage set up though. Texture able to find side player. That's a player in heaven now. Gone. Cage gonna dissipate.
Shot.
They pull back into lamps. Izu able to find one. Opens up the shower side of the site.
Yeah, they got some good crossfires in this. Okay, and is there a timeout before T1's big buy rounds? You'd imagine so.
Just great post plant setups here for GenG. Have the smoke to cover U-Haul to hold that angle. Have a couple players watching from the heaven side of the site. Very, very steady play from GenG all day.
Watch China, now we'll raid Ryan. Dude, I'm gonna... An extra 4 hours of sleep is huge today. I'll take that.
T1 has to go for one more timeout. See if they can.
Is this the shortest best of 5? Honestly, it might be. There is a chance.
No, it is not. Down by 6 at the moment. Their final timeout now.
But other games are there today? Literally all the regions.
T1 are in a
You got
very
Pacific, you got China, you got EMEA,
situation.
and
The run back needs
Americas.
to start right now. GenG is just looking. It's looking like a breeze at the moment for them. And getting pushed, on their map pick of Icebox. Clearly, they did their homework on T1's map picks coming into this series, because so far it's been just looking absolutely dominant.
No doubt, it is really good anticipation here from GenG. I've liked some of the change of ideas as the maps have gone along. I thought maybe they were a little late to react at times on Icebox, but really, you got to give some credit to T1. Some of the ideas they cooked up, even with these new comps. Yeah, it didn't get them a map win on Icebox, but it definitely kept it close. Now here on Bind, a map that typically they've been pretty decent on. GenG is having their number. This angle from Xcurate, though, with the under from Izu as well. Gets the opening kill. Meteor gonna try to use that Cyber Cage to get in, but Saya gonna use that Boombot wise to it. Meteor has to pop the second cage, but Xcurate still goes fishing and finds.
Munchkin's going for a bit of a play.
Set up here on top of tube. Well, there's only a couple different places you could be, as Munchkin not ready for a potential push out there. Flash.
He's just checking if someone was tucked into the corner close.
All on Charon. That was the first. Second elimination would give him the ultimate.
Got the spike.
Grabs the spike, looks the back away. They line up, and suddenly he's in with a pinch, but a double approach in from behind.
He's so I think he had the
Suspicious
satchel.
about this, but surely T1 cannot
I think he
allow
had the
this round
satchel
to get away from them.
that went here.
Smoke drop at the back. Charon thinking about challenging in. They're lined up once again, but oh, this time he won't be able to collect two
and it
kills.
could have been pretty
Solid
clean,
effort, though,
but
still damage dealt.
man,
The T1
this
cannot
this
afford to
duel over
suffer.
towards short is interesting, man. Players are
be able to
getting
win the
good
round,
at
keep
just
themselves in
players
this
are
for now.
getting good at staying
First
insanely calm
defensive
in
round
aim
win here
draws.
on Bind,
The
and
fact he doesn't just shoot
just
straight
holding good
away,
angles.
he tries to
Just
move because he
kind of
knows that he got wrecked like
GenG a
from
little
the
bit
double
off guard
swing.
with the space that they think will be free, and it's not.
Pretty
The
impressive.
high-low setup on the tube. Gets the free pick. Xcurate able to
T1 did mess up a little
take
bit
Meteor out there
with
even with all the smoke in the way.
side step
So
back
now-
into the lineup.
A little bit of life. Couple ults. Both sides. This opening
Texture.
scrape.
And they try to go aggressive, but they just put them down. Similar scenes to Meteor when he was holding out showers. Texture just quickly transfers spines too. Looking for a timing catch here is Izu, as Rossi with the TP is able to go ahead and clean them up. Brings it back into a 2v2. Poison Orb being sent. There's the neural depth, and as he tries to swing out, it's just going to be the poison taking him down. Harlow,
Okay.
however, shoots
But a
through,
slap hit.
finds one, reveal, still pinging. He's just strafing across everything.
Nice,
Perfect.
yeah. Wingman gave him the
spot.
slap.
He will clutch it out. He will keep T1 alive.
Just.
I mean, that's
Like
so
they're on
fast.
that
There's
edge.
so many counterplays in that round.
We got
the
we got
two-
no money.
Flash and push from Rossi.
He's saying that. Maybe a few of them have more money than I
So
thought.
nice.
It was a weird round.
It was very weird. And then the double mollies there looked like it had stopped this round, and somehow Meteor just, we got stunned up. Not able to respond. That was so quick.
Two
there.
people get hard
Everybody
reset,
just
but actually everyone else's
finding
money's not too
good
bad at
timings
all here.
with
We've
their
got 1,
utility.
2, 3 that combine next. So
just
we've got
barely
giant
carpet once
rounds.
again with another
With a
hero round.
plant,
He is
GenG would be fine to buy.
just giving CPR to T1 to keep him in this.
He is not letting them go down without a very solid fight.
Can't use that.
Still, though, these rounds.
Knife hits Viper, but that doesn't give you too much. Skydog goes over
scraping
towards
by.
B. That's going to keep the
Yes,
3
with the
people
wins.
here. Carpe
It's all the
needs to
same. Showstopper available here
try and
from Saya.
at least
Carpe
survive
now
with the
looks to try to
info.
hold things at
Yeah,
showers.
doesn't have to get one, but
Pulls off the angle, the timing
no, that is not the info
Absolutely
that he needed.
brutal.
They
Still
stay
trained on it,
2
though. Just takes a
people,
bit of
and
a safer
T1
angle
not
to
hearing
come down
sound
to
for a
the
little
invested.
bit,
Carpe
decides
not
to
wanting
3
to peek
pass
that
and
angle
walk.
anymore as
This is good. Like they got to be
finds his
proactive.
way
So this push
up
behind is
east towards
great.
Lamps. Karen able to find one. Meteor going to be taken down now. Rossi traded
Yeah,
out.
it
Texture
all kind of came
doing
down
that
to the
kill,
fact
and
that
that's gonna be the side
Carpe
broken
left
open
the
double.
angle here.
Triple approach rather, mind you, coming through here across the link, but there's a trap wire set up and Lockett close by, ready to go ahead and intercept. Pulls off that angle. Texture holding, unable to stabilize, but do they suspect the double sack up here? The layers that are put in place.
good damage.
Lockett will be able to
Xcurate
find one that
12.
gets taken down. Xcurate
They need the round that he should probably pop his
online.
ult.
The pit also available here for Izu.
No, he missed the cove. Wait, saved him.
Damage across onto both. There's the orbital strike and accurate. He gets taken
Izu's
down.
5
Izu now with
HP.
5 HP.
Wally goes
Chasing around the
down.
back. Nothing
Can he
spotted,
body
though.
block it? No, it's already
The Molly's
landed.
still buying
Done.
time, and he knows that he can't do anything else. Has to just escape. Has to hold on to his weapon. He will hightail it out. Karon's util
Okay,
will go ahead and
5
delay
chances.
long enough for GenG to
Do
get the
3
round
now.
victory, to get the clutch, and get the team up to match point.
This is a tough hold here for Carpe and Rossi. There's no smokes to bail them out. This is just them having to try to play off their own utility, but by the time they realize what's happening, GenG is already on the site. They're already in U-Haul. They're already in your house. And, I mean, yes, they're able to punch back.
The man knew all eyes were going to be on him.
He knew. He's been phenomenal here on this map. 19, 11, and 5. Tremendous impact on that Brimstone there with that util
Insta Viper ult with a knife behind. But we are fast sending this.
Boy,
Oh, not this again. Why does that keep happening?
Ends up trading out one before getting taken down by Karon.
Oh, bro, Carpe's doing bits, man. Some of the rounds he gets where he's getting multi
In a
kills.
position where he needs a clutch. Eats a nasty amount of damage though. Util cannot come through. Rossi up on top of the box. Izu pushing his way forward. Looks like maybe Karon, does he just creep over and take the teleporter out? Seems like that is going to be the solution here in the end.
These
Teleport
fights,
taken.
they're so fast and furious. Carpe gets tagged up by a flash, but still able to find some kills. Must have turned it well enough.
Spike planted.
Love to see the replay from his angle because he got some high impact kills again.
Yeah, and he probably knows they're sticking together.
Heard likely here by Karon.
Strong off angle.
But then he knows that it's the double approach. Yet to be seen, but for now he's just keeping his eyes trained. Spots one, pulls back, but Rossi also seeing more than enough.
Yeah, Rossi
as
saw
they
him and
set
there's
up
the one
orb.
way there. That's so
Says,
funny.
okay, I have to swing out now.
Okay, we'll count it down.
They use the take him
Shout
down
out to Carpe
T1.
here.
Once again, holding on by
shouldn't
a
be getting
thread.
two
They
there, but he
continue to
did.
try to get themselves back into this one, to try to take this into overtime, but they still need 4 rounds consecutively.
The trades are good. I need to see this. I just love the. You know, the
Yeah, it keeps happening, man. The Raze v Raze has been nuts.
Gets those 2 kills. Huge stuff. But you need to string 4 more rounds together.
1 kill an official.
Secure it with a reckoning.
The only
punch
gun
with
board in
Viper's
is a
hit.
judge, hero judge, and they're playing pretty far away. It looks like they know that they like to do this, maybe.
Close this out on a thrifty.
Boy. Yeah, kick to the gut for T1. See if they're able to stave this off, get themselves up to 9-round wins.
Once again, GenG so wary of a push out from T1. Really just waiting this out, just seeing if anybody is going to push through. Now, the 0 point from the other side of the map lands in showers. Gets some identification of Lakia's positioning. And now, GenG going to try to use that high tide against T1 here to sneak up right next to the site.
3-person stack.
Rotation here from Carpe. He's in position.
They wouldn't use
Help peel
the
off this
Viper into this
expected
though,
pressure.
right?
Ball going to start falling. Spraying out beginning.
We got a lot of
Rachel's
delay
already
at the
there
plant.
from
Mosh pit
Side up
fast.
here at Heaven.
Then we got
Could TP
nades.
here. You have the cam on
Then
the
they
other
got
side.
double satchel.
They do.
Arbor
Reckoning
ult.
coming through, but it looks like they are just going to go ahead.
Nades a little bit
Stay
late on
stuck
this. They
in
do
for
get
this
the
play.
plant.
Count again, getting tagged low. Paint shells with a
Viper
little away
ult
at
does
him.
go down.
The
Oh,
pit now goes up.
the Viper
They do
ult
wanna
with
end
the
this right
judge
here, right
is
now.
pretty
They
scary.
want that thrifty win. Double TP coming through. Lakia trying to watch from behind, but takes one shot, pulls off the angle. Goes out wide, pulls up the angle again, but now they tuck their way back forward in towards Showers. Carpe, straight
there
shot,
goes the
head back
judge.
to the head somehow. Now Thrash getting ready to come through to try to fish them out. The chase forward, nothing spotted. Meteor going to be taken down. Lakia trying to go for a flash. Ends up falling. They just hound them down one by one.
Yeah, that's a hander from
In
T1 though.
onto
They're
the
pretty
defuse.
chill with it.
T1
They're good.
themselves alive. They keep the hopes alive.
They got
as they get themselves a ninth
a lot of
round
ults.
victory.
They got used to it, but
3 more to go. But still, because of how scrappy these have been, they have 0 stability whatsoever as far as the cash
they
flow is
got- I mean,
concerned.
they got no
And
ults.
GenG, that was their
That's
attempt
the
at
main
thrifty.
thing.
They do get the pit out of them. They breathe a sigh of relief on that front, but that orbital
they're so
once again
far
available
away
for
from
Karon.
us.
I think it's his 4th one of the map. Just absolutely insane what he's been able to do. But this is great staggering of your utility that can clear Viper's pits really well. You got the boom bod into the thrash, into the other util. I mean, it's just really well thought out there by T1. Really disciplined. Everybody kind of coming in from different angles. Able to dodge Lakia's attempted hold of that teleporter. So all the things going T1's way when they really needed it most. And we are back to GenG just spreading the map. I like what they're doing, though. This is something I really want to see GenG.
Yeah, I mean, they should be doing this the whole time, just holding for a bit of aggression.
A little bit of info. Going to send the Trailblazer out into showers. Once again, that knife is going to connect onto Lakia, but that's going to be a different response. Pushing a couple through showers.
No Skydog anymore.
See how they want to handle this. Silo with that op.
Double face, but just
we get good info with that wall goes up.
Being able to get that collat,
and with that as well, they're ready to take the TP.
Does manage to find one. They line up for him, but he cannot collect the second kill.
Two people TP.
Spotting one, but then Munchkin.
Sai didn't get the kill at Heaven.
Elimination takes down that enemy Raze. 3v3 is Charon just looking at
Oh no.
Maybe just in the showers. Up to go ahead and wait. Rossi manages to go ahead
Karen
and
wishing he ulted now.
Now the Molly holds him at bay.
Oh, bro, you're definitely ulting.
TP across.
Karen is definitely ulting this, surely.
Triple stack, yeah, triple stack into showers. His orbital strike can absolutely wreak havoc. Charon ready.
He's going to force them out into double swing.
Has the setup on it. Can they get out? It's going to be yes. Easy does manage to get in front of it, but then Charon strikes him down. And now it is all on Carpe once again to deliver. The Mosh in behind. Double block. The swing out.
A huge 3-0.
13-9.
I mean, Carpe still played one of the best I've seen him for a while, which is a good sign going forward to Shanghai. That's like the only real positive. The lowest didn't hit. GenG looked good. Let's see how they look against Paper X though. That's gonna be a real test.